Hey, thanks for watching. Just reshooting a video I've just done because I just played it back and there was a bit of a glitch in it. So I'm just doing it again. Just wanted to talk about the cumulative effect of grief because when we talk about grief, people also automatically think it's about bereavement, which it's not. It's about bereavement, it's about divorce, it's about breakups, it's about health issues, it's about a lot of different things that leave you feeling grief stricken or sad or depressed or anxious. So, I want to explain to you in a little bit more detail to make it really clear about why you feel as bad as you do and to kind of show you this accumulation using this demonstration here. So, I've got this glass jug here, and I want you to imagine that this glass jug is you. So the head's on top, and this is your body. So every time that you have a loss, it is an impact. It's a big energy. It's a big event. Now we use things like "don't feel bad," or "there's always someone worse off than me." Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll get over it, or people will tell you all of that stuff, which isn't true. So those ideas don't sort the grief. They don't sort you out. They kind of what we call intellectualize your heartbreak. So the actual heartbreak itself, I'm using nail varnish because I should be using stones, but I've got loads of nail varnish, so I'm going to use that. So imagine that grief is now inside of you. So this is the first grief you had. It could have been little pet loss. It could have been having to go to school, preschool. It could be witnessing mum and dad arguing. It could be grandparents dying. It could be the death of one of the parents. It could be any number of things that you remember happened to you as a child. So then we're going to put in the second loss. So imagine the second event that happens to you, because this didn't get dealt with, by the way. If it did get dealt with, you wouldn't be watching this. So if it didn't get dealt with, then, which is most of us, then it gets stuck. So the energy from that loss gets stuck inside of you. So then our losses carry on. The other events that happen, broken hopes, broken dreams, wishing things were different, continual loss of safety, maybe health issues. Then you start getting older, you have your first heartbreak. So each one of these varnishes that I'm putting in is representing your grief and loss, the event that happened. So then we're going to put the next one in, and we're going to put the next one. Then you went to university, or you got your first job, you lost your first job, you had your child, maybe you had a breakup, or any other event. Now, you can see that you or your body is now pretty full of loss. And this is the state that we get into. But because these things happened a long time ago, we don't connect the two things. We don't connect how bad we feel with this. We connect how bad we feel with the latest loss. So the latest loss, someone dies, or we're in another breakup, or we have a health issue, or some other loss happens to us. Excuse me, Richie knows. So this latest loss sits on top. So when people start to feel bad, they take this and they focus on this. Now, of course, the latest loss is always the most painful loss because it's the most recent one, but it sits on top of everything else that's inside of you. So when you look at how full that is, when you see that, that is you full of your loss. So then you start to use coping strategies with how bad you feel. So people will start to exercise, or they'll start drinking, or they'll take drugs, or they'll go from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship, or they'll be partying, they'll be shopping. There's a many number of different things that people do to distract themselves from this. So when you do your recovery, what we mean by recovery from heartbreak and loss is that we start to, yes, we address the ongoing issue and you get full support with that. But actually, what happens is as we start to take these out and we start to really work through your grief and your loss, you start to become very clean, very clear of your loss. And this, as you can see, is a very, very different place. If you can imagine what it would feel like if this was your body, to then get rid of this stuff, the energy that you have around your loss. And this is what happens. So this is why this work is so powerful. This is why, because you have none of those losses left inside of you. So I hope that really explains to you, kind of gives you a visual about what grief is and how that actually does affect you. Because it makes such a difference when you don't have that anymore, when that's not inside of you. You feel incredibly different. I know this because I've been doing this for 13 years, and nearly everybody I work with has profound change, because the techniques used are so incredible, and the insights that I can give you and help you through are so transformative and life changing. I've got a special announcement coming up maybe tomorrow. I'm just doing some finishing touches to something that I'm going to be offering and launching tomorrow, a very exciting project. But if it's something that interests you, working with me, working through your loss, changing your life, so that you get to feel free from the pain, then obviously you can directly message me on Facebook anytime, and I'd love to hear from you. Okay, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.